Hi, my name is Dr. Peterson, and I'm a computer science professor at the University of Minnesota Duluth. This spring, in 2016, we're going to be hosting the UMD Cybergames Youth League, a fun, interactive, competitive programming competition where high school students will write programs to control a virtual robotic tank while it drives around trying to find and blast the competition. It's pretty fun. We'll also be holding an invitational in mid-May on campus where students can meet in person, compete in live games, and much more. We're inviting students from all high schools in northeastern Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin to participate. All students need is a web browser and an internet connection. No programming experience or special hardware is required. Students will work independently and in teams to create the best tank program they can for their school. Because of its online decentralized nature, teams of any size are welcome, and schools can manage their teams as formally or as informally as they would like, ranging from regular after-school meetings to ad hoc teams of students without a coach. We want it to be as easy as possible for students to take part in this fun experience. In this quick video, I hope to explain the basics of the UMDCYL. First, I'll talk about the game, how it works, what it involves. Then I'll talk about the league, how matches between the schools will work. Next, I'll talk some preliminary details about the invitational to occur in mid-May. And finally, I'll talk about how your school can get involved. So please sit back and enjoy. The game we'll be playing is called Forf Tanks, or just Tanks for short. Tanks is a game with a simple premise. A number of robot tanks are placed in an arena. They have one job: find and shoot each other. This is made challenging by the fact that the tank only does what you program it to do. Students write simple programs to instruct the tank to drive, turn, aim, and fire using a simple programming language and a limited set of functions. Tanks have configurable sensors, sort of like the feelers of an insect, that it can use to find or run away from other tanks. When a tank's sensor shows that they're in range of another tank, they can shoot. Points are scored for the number of tanks hit in a round. Let's see what it looks like to create and test a simple tank program. Each school will have its own private arena where they can develop their own tanks. Each student will get a special password called a token that allows them to write and test their very own tank in that area. Here's what the default tank looks like. We can make it red, we can modify its sensors a bit, and we can change its code. I'll just change a few things here. Don't worry if this doesn't all make sense. Other tutorials will cover how to program tanks. Now let's run our test tank against some dummy tanks to see how well it does. The fun happens when the student is ready to send their tanks to their school's arena. To do that, they need to submit their tank using their personal token. This also saves their program. Now their tank is competing against all the other tanks at their local school, so against their peers. And new matches happen every minute with average scores over the last 100 or so games. This way, students at each school can see the designs their peers are coming up with and determine which one is best, or perhaps think about how to combine multiple designs to create something even better. The idea of the league is to take the best tanks from each school and pit them against each other. So in the 6 league matches, which will start out bi-weekly at first but then transition to weekly, each school will pick the single best tank from their private arena and submit it to the league arena for the match. At an appointed time, the school champion tanks will all be run against each other several hundred or 1,000 times in order to determine the best tank in that particular challenge. So for example, here are a number of sophisticated tanks battling against each other. Even though these designs are all quite interesting, it looks like Madison High School has emerged as the clear winner for this particular match. And we can click on the summary page to look at averages, or click on individual matches to see how each tank performed in the match. We can even pause, fast forward, reverse, look at the match and try to see how the tanks did. Over the course of the 6 league matches, Students will also naturally be able to get ideas from other schools when they look at the information, and that should help inspire them to create even better tanks. Of course, for every match, we'll be changing up the rules in some way so that it won't be the case that one tank will be able to be the best for every single match. Students will need to continually tweak or refine their designs in order to stay on top. At the end of the league, the school with the best record will be declared the champion, with of course runners-up and a full set of rankings for participating schools. We'll be awarding prizes at our Invitational. In mid-May, the UMDCS department will be host to the UMDCYL Invitational on campus, where students can meet each other, receive awards, participate in live challenge matches, hear speakers, and enjoy free food, and much more. Teachers and advisors will also meet to debrief on the league and discuss how the CS department at UMD can more effectively perform outreach to our region. More information on the Invitational will be coming soon. Do you think your school has any students that would be interested in participating? We're looking to have our first match in early March. All students need to participate is a computer or a device with a web browser and an internet connection. School computer labs could be ideal for team meetings, but laptops, individual desktops, tablets, or even smartphones can be used to program and check on Forf Tank programs and results. The bottom line is that participating shouldn't cost your school anything in terms of hardware. We think it would be ideal if each school could provide an adult to serve as an advisor/coach and have regular meetings, be they before, during, or after school. This advisor could help coordinate the students and serve as a point person for us at UMD. These coaches would not need to have any programming experience. We'll provide all the necessary information through documentation and online videos. However, if a school has students that are interested in participating but doesn't have anyone to serve as an advisor, we'd be willing to provide general guidance and technical support to students via email and text or video chat. Our goal is to reach as many students as possible with this fun and intellectually stimulating activity. In the next few weeks, we'll be sending out invitation kits with all this information and more in advance of a first match in early March. If you're interested in participating though, and you'd like early access to your own school's arena and time with the tools to familiarize yourself, please contact me at pahp@d.umn.edu. That's pahp@d.umn.edu. Or call me at 218-726-7988. Again, 218-726-7988. We'd love to bring you to board, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.